It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a smiley face drawn on it.
I noticed, the deeper you go into the ocean, the more animals start looking like they never finished customizing their character. Does that make sense? Like, they look uncooked, they look transparent, they look unfinished. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, except for, like, a few exceptions.
Yahoo everyone! Welcome back to the Serenrenity YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue off where we left with the last MoreParz compilation video. We have around 30 minutes of content left, so be ready. Strap yourselves into your chair or your bed or your couch or wherever you're watching and get ready for some more Australia facts. As always, if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe for more, leave a comment down below for any other video suggestions, and join the Discord server so you can get notified whenever I go live on Twitch or post a new YouTube video. But with that being said, let's go! Yippee! So, I believe the last video we stopped off at is when we learned that zombie ants exist in Australia, because of course, why the fuck not? So let's see what other atrocities you guys have going on.
Who wins? 100 men or 1 gorilla? Well, to get your answer,
I never understood this question.
For the most anticipated
He's
cage
spinning!
match of 2025. And in the red corner, standing at an impressive 6 feet tall and weighing a ridiculous 220 kilos, we have one singular silverback gorilla.
Oh, hell yeah!
Stepping into the ring to settle the score against humanity for what we did to Harambe, this fighter
No,
is bringing
not
some
Harambe!
impressive...
Everything went downhill when they got rid of Harambe. So is this just a general gorilla fun fact short?
Physical strength, capable of lifting
Does
up
Australia have gorillas?
100 kilos of weight.
Holy!
Meaning that if it gets its hands on you, a gorilla is more than capable of picking you up and doing you the same way that Hulk did Loki. Now, on top of being stronger than Eddie
what did she say?
Hall, they also have an unreal reach advantage with a
reach advantage.
2.6 meter
Oh, I
wingspan,
didn't realize
which is a
their
fairly
arms were
major
that
problem
wide.
because a right hook from a gorilla produces 2,700 pounds of force.
What?
To put that in
Like a car?
perspective,
Two
the human
cars.
skull shatters at 1,400. So if
Excuse
Winston
me.
hits you with a haymaker, your head is gonna pop like a fucking watermelon. And with the cage fight following the Mortal Kombat rule
What
set,
the heck is it getting hit by 2 different cars at once? That's scary.
So factor in the gorilla's bite, because despite being a pretty gentle herbivore in the wild, they have one of the highest bite forces on the planet at 1,300 psi. That is 100 psi more than a polar bear. And now, with our fighting statistics out of the way, let's get down to business. Can our gorilla win a fight against
What do they need that pressure
average
for? Like, actually, what do they need it for? Is it just to fight off predators?
man in the
What is a gorilla's natural predator? That's my question.
corner? Place your bets. Let's see who comes out on top. Yeah, look, I'm going to keep real with you. Even with those stats, Winston here is getting bodied. I'm sorry, he's going back.
Winston Overwatch. It would still be 100 men, right? I mean, that's why we evolved and the gorillas didn't. El Bozo, skill issue, got diffed, evolution diff. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little cringe today.
Do not pass go.
As I always
collect
do.
$200 directly to hanging out with Harambe in heaven. 100 people. It's just too fucking many. He's getting jumped. However,
is he?
Not to say he's not going to
Okay,
take
but let's put it to the test, though. Like, are we going to make this a scientific experiment or what?
you with him. My guess is one guy runs up and gets swatted across the cage like a toddler, shatters his ribs against the
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say this isn't going to happen without any casualties. At least some of those guys, at least some of those men are about to get absolutely shattered.
Second guy gets grabbed by the leg and given the Hulk treatment. About 6 other guys cop swings to the head and die instantly from broken necks. One dumbass is probably going to try to hit him off the top rope and get done the same way that Omni-Man did Nightwing. But at that point, the crowd probably jumps in and realizes that there are still about 90 of them and it's over.
Yeah.
Not that the fight even needs to happen, but it wouldn't be the first time we lost a gorilla to human stupidity.
Rest in peace.
Dolphins get drunk.
I know about
Well,
this.
you see, the dolphin is...
Every now and then you'll get like a regurgitated. Is that how you say that word? Regurgitated like fact about dolphins being fucked up and super smart and just fucked up and evil, and they get high and drunk. You'll see that every so often, maybe once a month, once every couple of months, on like every social media ever. People cannot stop talking about it. It is crazy though.
by far and away the smartest animal in the ocean. In fact, they're actually the second smartest thing on the planet, just behind you and me. This means they are smart enough to understand that the ideal way to spend your night is more plastered than Chad and Max on your average Cold Ones episode. There is just one problem. Last I checked, there's no bottle O in Bikini Bottom. So how does a dolphin get fired for all?
How do
Simple.
they do it?
They abuse pufferfish.
Ah, yeah.
You see, due to the lack of underwater alcohol,
Pufferfish.
dolphins need to find other ways to get their fix, which is where SpongeBob's driving instructor comes in.
That's so crazy to me. Like, the more intelligent you get, the more you seek out stimulants. But dolphins aren't the only animals that try to get stimulated in the wild. I know there are others that do this too.
You see, pufferfish contain this really cool and totally not dangerous substance.
But they've gotta be are they the only sea life to do it? Cause yeah, you just don't get those sort of stimulants underwater, do you? I don't know.
Called tetrodotoxin. What is
Tetrodotoxin?
tetrodotoxin? It's only one of the most potent natural neurotoxins on the fucking planet.
Oh hell yeah.
This shit will freeze your heart and lungs in under an hour with a tiny dose. And it's the reason why cooking a pufferfish requires a dexterity check so you don't,
People cook pufferfish?
People cook pufferfish?
But why? Like, you could have any other animal from the sea that's delicious, oishi desu, and does not require having to make sure you don't fucking die. What? Bro, humans just do things for the love of the game.
hit the poison gland and
What?
get yourself deleted.
What?
Now, puffers carry this as a defense mechanism as poison accumulates in their organs and skin. Why is that important? Well, you see, I kind of lied. Dolphins don't get drunk. They get
high?
high
Yeah.
on neurotoxin.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Pods of dolphins will bully
Get it?
pufferfish until they inflate, then partake in a literal puff pass. By lightly squeezing the puffer in their mouth, they receive a small dose of neurotoxin, which has a narcotic
I've never
effect,
seen a video of
allowing
this
Flipper here to
before.
trip balls before passing the unhappy basketball onto the next submarine stoner. Flipper and friends
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
deadliest neurotoxin on the planet and said, "Fuck it, let me try some of that."
Oh my god! It just gets passed around like an underwater volleyball. It stays alive, right? Which arguably would be worse, because that's just torture. The poor pufferfish! You leave him alone!
This isn't a spider.
What?
It's a snake.
What?
Introducing the Iranian spider-tailed horned viper. As
Whoa, that camouflage is insane! That looks so
the name
good!
suggests, native to Iran, and you are all probably
Iran.
wondering why the f this snake has decided to attach a cosplay
Whoa.
of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is
It reminds me of like the bugs that camouflage as like sticks and leaves, and like the butterflies and moths that look like they have eyeballs on their wings, dude. I don't know how nature evolves into that, but it's so cool.
food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC. Birds
Chicken?
famously tend to fly.
burbs.
And last I checked, note bribes don't have wings. So how does this
Ooh,
viper
imagine
get
if snakes
his
could
zinger
fly
box?
one
The
day.
answer is again, food.
So someone's about to leave a comment like, "Well, actually, Saren, snakes used to fly like a million years ago. It's an extinct animal." Is that true?
You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when a viper feels like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch. And due to the
hell
camouflage
yeah.
on his scales, this snake becomes practically invisible.
Dude, this guy has a passive meal eating technique. Passive meal eating factory. What the heck?
Once he's
Banger.
nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his face, perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as him
Whoa.
placing
That's
his
not
overhead
an
sword.
insect? That's so
Meanwhile, up in
believable.
the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit, a free meal. What a delectable bug, just sitting there on that rock.
That
And
looks
so,
so
Tweety Birdie explodes
real.
down to grab himself an insect happy meal.
If I was a bird, I'd die to that.
He's about to reach his meal.
Give me chicken. Dude, that looks so real. You can't tell me that's not a bug.
This spider can remove your limbs. But how?
Please don't.
Introducing the brown recluse, native to the United States.
I know about the recluse spider. They scare the fuck out of me because, like he just said, they live here. So it's something we do have to look out for. Oh man, I hate these
Of
things.
America, and a prime example of
I'm glad I don't have basements, but they can also live in attics, can't they? Or is the attic too warm? Maybe the attic is too warm, actually. Maybe I'm safe.
don't judge a
knows?
book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this little is a level 500 rot build
He
that
is.
gives Melania
He
a run
is.
for her money.
It's true.
You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible, with you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property, causing
His
him to
shoes or
exercise his
gloves?
Second Amendment
Really?
rights.
Wait, this
but
thing
consider-
this thing will camp in your shoes? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to check my shoe rack every day now. I'm
Considering a
paranoid.
spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting your ass.
Oh.
Now, that initial bite's pretty.
God damn it. I've had a habit since I was young where if I'm only going out for like a quick 10 minutes or so to pick up some food or something, I'll just put on my shoes and no socks because I'm like, God, I need socks. I'm just out there for 10 minutes. Okay, listen, my shoes are not stinky because of it, okay? But this might make me reconsider.
Painless.
This
You
might
smack
make
him
me
away.
reconsider.
All's well. There is just one small problem.
It bit you?
Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more.
Oh.
You feel sick. The wound swells.
Ah!
Blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red.
No,
Over the next few days, that colour
that's a nightmare.
shifts
No.
from red,
No.
purple,
No.
to black,
William
as the
Afton.
venom
Yeah, it
literally
turns black.
destroys and kills the surrounding tissue.
Oh my god, I hate this. This makes me feel queasy. Is there like a treatment? Is there a treatment? Is there like an ointment you can put to prevent it if you ever get bitten? Dude.
In a process called necrosis.
Yeah,
This
I've
causes
seen
the skin
pictures. It's
to
not
literally
recommended to look
rot
at.
and fall off of your body.
Oh.
And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread.
Oh.
If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring.
Oh.
If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading and the venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
Oh, you'd have to amputate your limbs, huh? There must be a way. There must be something I can buy and just have a stock of, just in case I ever need it. Right?
Australia has a straight up Pokemon.
What?
Introducing the brush-tailed possum. More specifically, the golden brush-tailed possum. Native to the land down
Golden?
under and one
Got a shiny possum. I have possums too. They get really big. I didn't realize how big they get. Excuse me.
Of the rare examples of an Australian animal that isn't expressly designed to DoorDash you straight to heaven.
Yeah, they look
You
cute.
see, the brushtail is one of a grand total of 23 species
Whoa.
of Australian possum, which, despite the name, share absolutely no relation to the red-blooded American opossum.
Oh, yeah, there's a difference between possum and opossum. Sorry, yeah, I get a bunch of opossums. They're cute, too. You leave them alone. Why he gotta slander
These
them?
adorable little marsupials come in all shapes and sizes, from the ringtail possum to the sugar glider, and to our protagonist here, the golden brushtail, which is really just a common brushtail possum with a rare genetic mutation called leucism that causes them to lose the pigment in their skin.
I thought that was called albino. Like, albino, I've seen albino cockatiels. Or I was interested in getting albino cockatiels because I used to have cockatiels. Are there albino cockatoos? I don't know. I thought that was called being albino. Maybe it's a scientific name for it.
So, basically, it's a fucking shiny Pokemon. Coming
Yeah,
in
that's
around
what I just
4.5
said!
kilos and 40 centimeters
That's what
in
I
length,
just said.
these tree-dwelling marsupials are nocturnal and primarily herbivores, mainly consisting on a diet of
Foreshadowing.
leaves and fruit.
Primarily.
And for added cute points, as marsupials, yes, they carry around their babies in a little pouch like their roided-out cousin the kangaroo. However, come on, the thing is from Australia, you didn't really think these bad boys would be squeaky clean, did ya? You see,
Yeah?
they aren't entirely herbivores.
What?
Sure, they love a good salad.
Okay, what do
They will also quite happily raid a bird's nest and turn Tweety's kids into a 3-egg omelette. Roadkill? Sounds like a fine steak dinner to me.
Oh my.
And just because it's not a venomous predator doesn't mean it can't take your fucking finger off. And the cherry on top, Aussie Pikachu here doesn't go Pika Pika. Nah, you see, Down Under doesn't have Pokemon trainers, because when you step into the tall grass out here, you hear this absolute fucking demon.
Yeah, no, I'm noping the fuck out of there. What the fuck? Your first mistake is stepping into tall grass in Australia. That thing can have like a concoction of 50 different venomous bugs or animals. I would never.
Australia doesn't just have snakes and spiders. It has a tiger. Well, kinda. Introducing the thylacine, better known
What is that? I have never seen an animal that looks like this before. What?
as the Tassie tiger.
It looks like a mixture of like a donkey and a tiger. What am I
As the name
looking
suggests,
at?
native to my home state of Tasmania, this tiny little island off Australia's
Oh,
south coast.
really?
No, that is not New Zealand. They have hobbits, not tigers. Tiger isn't entirely correct. You see, the thylacine isn't a cat on steroids. You see, this bad boy is the largest carnivorous marsupial on the planet. Despite the kangaroo
know what
coming
a
in at 7 foot
marsupial
tall and
is.
throwing kicks like Chun
Oh, that family. Wait, what?
Lee, they are herbivores, and everything else with a pouch that eats meat is about the size of a chihuahua, making this
Huh.
1.3 metre, 20 kilo kangaroo dog with a tiger
Wow.
persona the only
tiger persona,
marsupial
no.
apex predator. See, these things were ambush
Wow.
hunters, using stealth and speed to silently take down their prey like they're
That
playing
looks
Yes,
almost like alien-like to me. I've never seen this before. Usually most animals look somewhat similar to another one I've seen. You can kind of connect the dots. This one I would not have known it was connected to
Assassin's
kangaroos.
Creed. On top of being a fully qualified Spec Ops agent, these things had a mouth on them to rival Kirby.
That's a big
Capable of opening their jaw a full
Holy.
80 fucking degrees, which is
That's actually nightmare fuel, dude. If you told me this was creepypasta, I would believe you.
absolutely
What?
terrifying and really cool. It's just
That's
one small
really
problem.
scary.
You may have picked up on me talking mostly in the past tense, and that all of this footage is
Wait,
in
what?
black and white.
No, don't tell me.
That's because we don't have a tiger. We had one. Unfortunately, the thylacine was driven to extinction in the late 1980s.
That's why I haven't seen. That literally explains my entire confusion. That explains all of my confusion.
By what exactly? The British. You see, when the Brits,
man.
did their thing and decided Tasmania was their house now, actually, they brought with them livestock, namely sheep and cattle, which was a fucking blessing to the Tassie Tiger, which rapidly added these walking meatballs with the survival instincts of a wet sock to their meal plans.
It's free real estate.
The colonists did not take kindly to the thylacine taking their livestock without a licence in it, so they placed bounties on their heads. Never mind that these things never attacked humans and very rarely took their livestock. No, they were an inconvenience. And so, they were hunted down. One by one by one. For 70 fucking years.
70?
Until September 7th, 1936. When the last thylacine, Benjamin, died cold and alone in a cage at the Hobart Zoo. Usually, I'd end these with a joke, but the fact that we wiped his entire bloodline and turned him into a fucking rug isn't that funny.
No, that actually made me tear up. That made me tear up. What the heck? I didn't think I would cry today. I feel so silly crying as an anime girl because I have a permanent fucking smile on my face. I got set up. No wonder I was so fucking confused. That's so sad. I hate how selfish we can be sometimes. Not even sometimes, I mean all the time, right? And I bet that was just a random sad one in the middle of the compilation, so we're gonna go back to the humorous shit. God damn it.
Australia just found a new record-breaking insect. But before I show him to you, how the fuck do we keep finding new bugs? You see, Australia is home to an estimated 200,000 species of insect, which is pretty damn impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the fucking roach population in Asmongold's walls.
Stop!
Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000, meaning that we have no idea what nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
Wait, wait, how does that happen? Wait, how do you know that there are all these different species, but have we named them? Are they named, but like we don't know what they're related to or what they do? What? I have so many questions.
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests, two scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under, and it's a fucking stick bug.
I love stick bugs. They're so cute.
Introducing Acrophila.
That is massive.
At
it flies? Oh my god, if I saw a stick bug flying at me, I think I'm actually pooping my pants.
40 centimeters and 44 grams in weight.
I
don't think that
massive!
qualifies as a stick insect anymore. That's fucking Groot. Australia's very own Erd tree avatar was discovered in Queensland. Because of course it fucking was.
A branch
and
insect.
Despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's
burp.
actually completely harmless. However, given how many oversized
Yeah,
bugs we
are
already have,
cute.
if we find any more, I think they're going to send the fucking Helldivers.
It really is crazy how everything is bigger in Australia. You thought Texas was bigger? Nah, look at Australia. That's really cool though. Stick bugs are awesome. Wow, scientists must be working overtime in Australia then. There's so many undiscovered insects. What the heck?
This is the world's biggest spider.
Tarantula?
But why the fuck is it that big? Introducing Theraphosa blondie, a tarantula surprisingly not native to Australia for once.
Wait,
found
really?
on the other tyrannid hive continent, South America. Yep, let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay,
this thing is fucking huge. Coming in at a frightening 170.
That's a whole dinner plate. Oh, hell no.
25 grams in weight and 12 inches in leg span. Damn, boy!
Wait, that's a
And
foot.
those legs are not the only place it's packing inches, because Shelob's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length. For scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fucking ruler. But the important question, why the fuck is it so big? And the answer
Just 'cause.
is that
Why the
I have
fuck not?
withheld information from you. You see, I
Wait,
introduced
what?
this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath bird-eater tarantula. That's right, this EDF-sized spider, not unlike me, would fucking kill for some KFC. Literally. These bile titans will quite happily hunt birds, Remy, frogs, and even...
Holy.
And they do all of this
Lizard.
without
Lizard.
a fucking web.
Wait,
Yeah,
really? They don't
Goliaths are
spin
a
webs?
pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on their legs. These
Holy
hairs
shit.
pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range,
Yummy!
they fucking jump him, biting him with those
Wait.
daggers they call fangs and injecting him.
I've never heard of a spider that eats anything outside of other insects. What? That's like foreign to me. That's terrifying.
Fucking neurotoxin.
Oh my god,
Can
of
I
course
go
it has
1 week
neurotoxin.
without covering neurotoxin? Of course this thing has it too.
neurotoxin.
Yeah,
Yep.
I give up. I give up.
Yep.
They then drag their prey back to their burrow
not
and
the opossum.
spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a fucking straw.
That gave me chills. Ew. Absolutely not.
This spider hunts
Another spider.
with jump scares.
Oh,
But how?
perfect.
Introducing the Trapdoor Spider.
I'd be immune. I never get jump scared, right, chat? I get jump scared every stream.
A family of arachnid containing hundreds of species found in every continent on the globe.
Oh!
Meaning, yes,
Wonderful.
for once, this bad boy could be in your backyard and you'd never know.
Oh,
Now,
hell yeah.
trapdoor spiders are particularly interesting compared to other spiders due to their hunting method. You see, normal spiders tend to spend several hours spinning up some elaborate art piece for a fly to clothesline itself on. And tarantulas...
It's true.
Tarantulas
They're so
just
extra.
jump But trapdoor spiders, yeah, they hunt with a door. Very early on in life, trapdoor spiders dig themselves a hole. This silk-lined burrow will then serve as its home for basically its entire 20-year lifespan. Hell, they basically never
love that
leave the
video.
thing, like some neckbeard living in his mum's basement. But they've still got to eat,
Me.
and since
That'd be
DoorDash
me.
does not deliver to spiders, this burrow doubles as their method for catching food.
Huh.
You see, they use their silk to craft the
do
trapdoor
they
over the
eat?
burrow entrance. Then, using their fantastic arts and craft skills, they just bolt a bunch of random shit to their front door so it blends in perfectly with the floor.
Wait,
After
That's-
finishing
I
their
would step on
construction
that.
project,
Yeah,
they
I
snug
wouldn't
a
be able
bunch
to
of
tell.
basically invisible strands
I'm meant to
of
be
web on
prey,
the floor
guys. Thank
in
God
the
I'm a
surrounding
human.
area that act as tripwires, feeding information back to their neckbeard nest whenever something steps on it. And when some unfortunate insect steps a little too close,
Money.
Mr. Krabs. That was really cool. I would fall
this
for it.
bird is a vampire.
What?
Introducing the
drink blood?
vampire groundfinch, native to the
drink blood?
Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly
It looks like
12
a
centimeters
Little backyard bird. That's so
and
tiny.
a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
kind of
so
small.
Rocking a feather pattern I can
Jinx.
best describe as a Minecraft dirt block.
Hey,
And as it
don't be
turns out,
mean.
the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
Another killer bone.
So
do you
introducing
mean?
fangs,
His
angst,
feathers are
a
squeaky
cape,
clean.
and the funny accent.
I think it's got some angst with the color scheme.
How does it qualify as a vampire? Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire
Cockatoo! I love cockatoo, my little Pikachu birds.
can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands.
Oh,
and small
wow.
islands means a
Are they
far
endangered?
smaller amount
Or-
of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely
Oh,
on it
they're
as their sole
finches.
source. Which for a bird
Yeah, that makes sense.
usually
That's what
isn't
they
a
look like.
problem. Because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit. So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh, is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers.
Who named this? Scientists are trolls sometimes too. They name animals to be goofy on purpose.
Feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies...
bird on bird violence?
Stop
When the
giggling.
goofies-
Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp
What a
beak, they will
pervert.
poke a very small,
Of course they wanna suck on the
borderline
booty.
painless hole into one of the
What?
bird's flight feathers.
Oh,
Once the
God,
blood
I
is
didn't wanna
flowing
see
freely,
it.
The vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as
What?
it turns
Oh
out,
my God, I
blood
wanna see- no,
is macro-friendly. And considering
I
these
don't wanna
things are
see
living creatures,
it.
they just make more blood.
God.
In essence, giving the vampire finch
Wait,
an
infinite?
food source.
What?
In fact, they can get
What
so
are
much
you
blood
showing?
from these birds.
It's just pomegranate
it
juice,
is
Saren.
not
It's just pomegranate
uncommon
juice.
to see multiple finches sucking from the same booby. I'm sorry.
Why is this funny to him? That makes me feel ill. It's like leeches. It reminds me of leeches. I don't like that. Oh, like blood-sucking leeches. This guy. I
A lot of
don't
people
like
are scared
that.
of snakes. But have you ever wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer is this fucking bird. Introducing the secretary bird, native to the
Oh, I
continent of
love
Africa.
the secretary bird. I love the secretary bird. That was the universe having fun making this
And a
design.
prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3
Hey,
metres
Drake.
tall and 4.27 kilos in weight, this lanky turkey has been purpose-built,
Slender Man.
nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves.
Yeah,
with the sole
that's what I said.
Purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that so much as looks at it the wrong way.
Oh my god.
You see, these bad
it's
boys
God
are
gawking that
birds of prey,
steak.
but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means
I
they
love
spend
the
most
way it
of their
hops.
time on the ground. This is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of
Excuse
the
me.
deadliest predators on the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary bird?
What are they venomous? Does it affect
No,
it?
mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these
Oh!
absolute fucking giga-chads will eat cobras, boom slangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat. But
How?
do they hunt these things
How do
without
they
getting bitten?
digest it?
Simple. They just kick the fuck out of them. You see, those long-ass legs
Dude, those
aren't
legs
just
do
for
some
show,
lethal
as a
damage.
secretary bird is capable of accurately curb-stomping a snake's head
These
into the ground
edits.
with a
They're so
force equal
good.
to 5 times their fucking body weight. So when a secretary
Wow.
bird fancies a bite to eat, they
Never
start
skip
out by
leg
stomping
day.
the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto
Oh
him,
my god, this is so
sprints
good.
over at Mach 9, and then...
Dude, those are lethal. It's like pinpoint accurate.
This
That's
bird
scary.
is a serial killer.
Jesus
No, it's not.
Christ, you're
It's
the
so
Bay Harbor
cute.
Butcher.
I really hate that name.
Introducing the Shrike, a group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now,
Yay.
at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a
it's
vicious
so
killer?
fluffy.
I mean, he's so tiny.
Oh, it's so
They
joy.
only grow up to around 30 centimetres and cap their weight out
Why
at
he holding it
90
like that?
grand. And on top of being about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear, look at their claws. A shrike trying to end anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing. It sings like it's on American
What's
Idol.
the chirp?
It's a songbird, a branch geek. You'd never heard a fly. But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
Looks like it eats
Creep, you know that,
seeds.
Dexter?
You
With
may
that
have
beak.
everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are, because shrikes actually have
Dexter
another name. They're called fucking butcher birds.
What?
Yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes
What are they
actually had a fucking
butchering?
point. Yeah, you see, when the Bay Harbour butcher bird wants to
Wait!
hunt, they first start by
Wait! Okay, I never watched Dexter, but I know Butcherbird is a thing that is said in the show. Wait, that's actually off of something real?
selecting a target.
Oh!
tonight.
Now, unlike Dexter, their code tells them they can eat whatever the they want. Insects, mice, me, even
Lizard.
And once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it.
How? It's so
Now,
small.
while those claws might be fucking useless,
The
they
beak?
do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their
Oh.
victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly
Ow.
slotting between their vertebrae and
Oh.
severing their fucking spinal cord. But
Ow.
converting their prey into a
I
vegetable
thought that
isn't
beak
enough.
was meant to
No,
break
no,
like
no,
shells.
No. These sick
Wow.
keep trophies. Once they have paralyzed their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence.
And once they get home, they fucking impale them.
They will then leave that corpse there
Just doing it for the love of the
days,
game.
occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge.
Ew.
Dexter collected blood
You're not
slides.
eating it
These
fresh?
fuckers create kebabs.
The more I learn that such a
This
tiny bird can
crab
kill.
is a boxer.
What's your name? Agree!
That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15 grams and
That's so
a huge
small.
2.5 centimeters in length. It's the boxer
It's so
crab.
cute. Why is it
You see,
designed
while
like
most
that?
crabs use their pinches to feed and defend themselves.
Ow!
the boxer
Ow!
crab
No!
has
Why would you
instead
show that to
elected
me?
spec into CQC and throw fucking hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this fucker fights in the heavyweight division.
One-liner,
Able to punch
one-liner. If you need the same
out hundreds
joke.
of times its size. But how does
Why is he
nature's
looking at
Little
me like
Mac
that? What
win
the heck is that?
fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He fucking cheats. You see, those little pom-poms aren't a fashion choice.
Yeah, they really do look
Those
like
are both
pom-poms.
sea anemone.
See, and then
That's the boxer crab
dude,
multi-
I have a clip of me playing Subnautica struggling to say that word. This is a really long time ago, though. It was a couple years ago when I first started streaming. I hate that word, anemone. Wait, I think I got it. Anemone? Sea anemone.
Claws
Sea
uses
anemone.
basically brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by
Hey.
finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a fucking WWE title belt. Now,
yeah.
if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that
Immune?
sting. But
Oh.
you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming
they're
an aquatic
partners.
venom, with
Oh,
the
that's
anemone getting some of the crab's food.
awesome. I love learning about symbiotic relationships. It was like one of the coolest things I learned about in high school. In high school biology is learning about all the different partnerships, and they always happen to be in the ocean. There's a lot of partnerships going on in the ocean. Kinda gay.
And the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
Dude, that's
So,
awesome.
whenever a predator gets in the ring with
power
Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
I want a video.
Squidward!
Dude, that fish face looks so funny. It's so small too. Wow.
Scientists just discovered a new fish Looks fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it's so goofy.
This is the Bumpy Snailfish,
Bumpy
a freshly discovered
snailfish,
species
it's so
found off the coast of
cute.
California.
Really? It's on the West
What
Coast.
makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish found at a depth of 3
I love
kilometers.
deep sea animals. I want to watch a video one day where we just go through all the deep sea stuff. The deep sea iceberg. They're so freaking cool.
And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized
Admired his finest work.
exactly how fucking chopped it was.
Oh,
and
never mind.
Punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again. However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today
Oh.
to take the piss out of.
Top of his head.
I mean, fucking
It's like a
look
killer
at it. It is
pet.
a profoundly unserious creature.
it's just
I do not
derpy.
think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
It's so cute. I
Not
want
to
to pet
mention
it.
the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a fucking smiley face drawn on it. Coming in at a solid 3 inches in length.
I noticed, the deeper you go into the ocean, the more animals start looking like they never finished customizing their character. Does that make sense? Like, they look uncooked, they look transparent, they look unfinished. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, except for like a few exceptions, like the guy with the fucking light bulb on his head, on his forehead. But does that make any sense? They look unfinished.
Bumpy
Almost.
here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this.
Aw.
However, unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle.
Don't
The
be
scientific term for a
mean.
pair of these should be a sack.
However,
No.
despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him.
I know, I love
He's
him
so
too.
cute. Look at that smile. That shit reminds
anyone
me of
hurts this
Sackboy
guy,
on the
I'll kill
PS3.
everyone in this
I know
room,
when
and
they
then
got his
myself.
ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
Oh, it's so cute. I better not see any of you guys being mean to this little guy in the comments. Animals that look dumb are like my favorite genre of life. We made it to the end!
We finished the compilation.
I don't know how many other videos of his I haven't seen yet, so I'll try to make my own. I'll go through a list of videos I don't recognize and put them on the next time we do a MoreParz video. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for sticking to the end of this one. I hope you all learned some more fun facts about the mystical land Australia with me, because I had a lot of fun with this one. So, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Johnny!